Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is March 9th, 2025, and the top news for crypto is as follows, and we will start with the United Kingdom, which has issued its first criminal conviction against illegal ATMs. Specifically, Mr. Olumide Osunkoya owned ATMs in 28 locations from December 2021 to March 2022, and these machines processed transactions worth $3.14 million. However, these machines and his company were not registered in the UK. Additionally, 12 machines were placed in other locations under different names for a period to avoid detection. Despite these efforts, he was identified and sentenced to 4 years in prison for this offense. From England, we move to Japan, where the ruling party is working to reduce the 20% tax on cryptocurrency profits. Perhaps more significantly, cryptocurrencies in Japan will be classified as a new asset category, separate from stocks, based on the latest legal updates. Japan had previously announced that this change would take effect in 2026, but it now appears to be happening sooner. Now, moving on to our spot Bitcoin ETFs. In recent weeks, Bitcoin ETFs have experienced outflows. In the past week alone, spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded total outflows of $800 million, while over the last 4 weeks, outflows have amounted to $4.5 billion. So this period has primarily seen outflows for ETFs. Shifting from ETFs to companies continuing to embrace Bitcoin, we turn to a NASDAQ-listed company called Fold, which has purchased an additional $41 million worth of BTC. This marks its second purchase, bringing its total Bitcoin holdings to a value of $130 million. Beyond Fold, we look at Melius, the first publicly traded company in Brazil to allocate 10% of its assets toward Bitcoin purchases. It recently acquired 45.72 Bitcoin at an average price of approximately $90,000. Now, moving on to our currencies, we turn to BNB, the native currency of the Binance chain. We have learned that the Pascal hard fork will take place on March 20th. This upgrade will improve Ethereum virtual machine, EVM compatibility, and introduce a new type of smart wallet where each wallet will function as a smart contract and operate even without gas fees. We will see exactly how this works in practice. Additionally, the upgrade will aggregate on-chain transactions, leading to lower gas fees. The next upgrade, Lorenz, is scheduled for April 2025. Moving on from the BNB chain, we now turn to our beloved Sam, the former CEO of FTX, who recently gave an interview. Specifically, he participated in an interview, link in description, with Mr. Tucker. After this interview, he went into isolation. The reason for this is that the prisons had not approved this interview. So the question we have to ask here is, how did a person in prison manage to give an interview without the authorities' permission? What kind of prisons are these? Moving on from the former CEO of FTX, we come to the last part of our day, which concerns Illuvium. As the CEO of Illuvium announced, they have moved to a super lean team to accelerate growth. Specifically, within 2 weeks, 40% of the company's workforce was fired in an attempt to get things done faster. Where there were once 110 employees, only 65 remain. The majority of the staff cut appears to be from support teams such as marketing, security, and quality assurance. As a result, programmers have remained in an attempt, as I mentioned, to get things done faster, since the public is not particularly satisfied with the Illuvium ecosystem, a sentiment reflected in the price, as you can see. And now, it's time for us to look at the crypto market, with Bitcoin standing at $86,000 to $85,000. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is March 9th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.